begin our class laying down on your back. Bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. If you are sitting on anything, go ahead and remove that to the side. And as you come into your comfortable seat, just begin to close your eyes and just drop in all at once, letting go of anything that happened before this class or whatever is going to happen after the class. You can even allow the knees to knock in towards each other and feel just really good for the low back. And then just begin to take some nice deep breaths into the belly. Feel your belly expand. And as you exhale, sigh it out through an open mouth, let it go. And a few more times, just like this on your own. Nice deep inhalation through the nose. And exhale out and release any tension you may be holding from the day. One more time, please. Nice deep inhalation through the nose and exhale out through an open mouth. Let it go. And then gently begin to windshield wiper your knees side to side. So drop your knees over to the left and over to the right and to the left and to the right. And next time your knees are over to the left, just pause there. Let that left knee come down, and then you can move that right knee back behind the left foot. So you get a nice stretch through the front of that right thigh, as well as maybe a little bit of a stretch in that right hip. Nice deep inhalation and exhale. You'll feel that nice stretch. Pause here for a moment. And then bring your knees all the way up to the center and drop it over to the right. And the same thing here, move that left knee back behind the right foot. And you feel an elongation of that left thigh muscle, the quadricep, and maybe some stretch in the hip flexor. And then coming back to the center, bring the right knee to your chest, grab the outside edge of the right foot, and you're going to come into this kind of a half happy baby pose. But let that left knee fall out to the left. You can kind of rock a little bit side to side on your back, moving the right leg in and out, in and out. And then coming back to the center, slowly begin to extend that leg. If you can't hold on to the outer edge of the foot, you can always just have the hand on your calf or even the hamstring. And then point and flex the foot as you pause here for a moment. If you are a little bit more flexible, maybe you can draw the leg a little bit closer to your chest as you point and flex it. And then rotate the right ankle one direction and the opposite direction. And then just go ahead and put that right foot flat on the floor. Bring the left knee to your chest. Grab the outside edge of that left foot. You can take that right knee out to the right and just move a little bit side to side. Just massaging the low back. And then once you come back to the center, pause there for a moment. See if you can extend that leg. If you can't hold on to your foot, you can always hang on to your calf or even your hamstring. And then you're just going to point and flex the foot. So I always like to move a little bit slowly as I begin the class, making sure my joints are warmed up. Especially if I've been seated for a long period of time, you don't want to just get going right away. You want to be able to get some blood flow in the joints and the connective tissues and the ligaments and the tendons and the muscles. And then bring both knees to your chest, rock a little bit side to side. Then you can grab outside edges of your feet, happy baby pose on your back. Now this time make it really easy. So if the tailbone wants to lift, you can go ahead and lift it off the ground. Just massaging your low back side to side. Nice deep inhalation and exhales here. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Let the outside edges of your feet come down to the floor. Bring your right hand to your belly and left hand to your chest. And then we're going to do what's called a 3-part breath here. I'm going to invite you to take a nice deep breath in. Feel the belly expand. As you feel the belly expand, you may feel your right hand rise a little bit. And then continue with that breath. Feel the chest expand. And then continue breathing even more, and you feel the collarbones expand. And as you exhale, empty the belly, empty the chest, and empty the collarbone. So really nice 3-part breath. Each time you're just breathing a little bit deeper as you're inhaling, and then letting go of the breath as you're exhaling. So continue on your own. The breath doesn't need to be full and complete. You just want to make it full and complete for yourself. So nice deep inhalation through the belly, to the chest, to the collarbone. And then exhale, empty the belly first, empty the chest, and empty the collarbone. And one more time, please, on your own. Inhale, 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 exhale, exhale, exhale. Very nice. And then go ahead and put the feet flat on the floor. Please bring the heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. Reach the arms above your head. Stretch it out. And then lengthen that left leg out. Keep the right arm exactly where it is. Keep the left leg exactly where it is. And then begin to stretch in opposite directions. So as you press through the bottom of that right foot, can you reach the left toes away from your hip as the right fingertips reach above your head? And then switch, putting the left foot flat on the floor, extend the right leg out, extend the left arm above your head, and then reach your right toes away from the waist, reach the left fingertips away from the waist. Expand in all directions. You might even feel yourself getting an inch taller. And then we're going to go side to side. So right leg, left leg, right arm. And then right leg, left arm. Good. And you can continue doing this, just like this. Or if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, pick up the feet off the ground, but you keep extending the opposite side. So left leg, as your left leg comes in, right leg and left arm reach up. As your right knee comes in, left leg and right arm reach up. Keep going with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Switch. You can go a little bit faster if you like to. Make sure that there's not too much curvature to your lumbar spine. You don't need to press the low back down to the floor, but just keep that core engaged as you're doing this kind of a bicycle movement with the legs. And a couple more times. Inhale and exhale, and last one, and exhale. Next time, bring both legs up, straight up to the ceiling. Turn your toes out and separate your legs wide apart from each other. Take your hands together, interlace the fingers, release your index fingers. Inhale, reach the fingertips over your head. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders up and reach in between your legs. Inhale, reach the fingertips over your head. Now cross your right leg in front of the left. And then exhale, separate the legs as you reach up in between. Inhaling, reach up, cross the left leg in front of the right. And exhale and lift. And then move with your breath again. Inhaling, reach. And exhaling, lift up. Inhaling, reach above your head. Exhale and lift up. We're doing a nice and slow and focused movements because we don't want to really use momentum at all. We really want to do conscious movements here. 3 more. And exhale. Inhale. And 2 more. And exhale. Keep breathing. Inhale and lift. And exhale. And last one. Inhale and exhale. Now pause here as you lift up. And then reach in between your legs for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees together, rock a little bit side to side on your back, and then roll over to the left side, please. As you come down to the left side, bring your left elbow down onto the floor, keep the knees bent, and then lift the hips off the ground. Reach the right arm above your, towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in, extend the right leg out. Inhale and reach in opposite directions, and then exhale, bring that right knee to your right elbow and tap. Inhaling, expand, and exhaling down. If this is too easy for you and you want to challenge yourself, you can also extend the left leg so the bottom leg is also straight. So really entirely up to you, either option 1 or option 2. And keep it going. Inhale, reach. Really press strongly with that left hand and left forearm. And 3 more. Bring the knee to your elbow. And 2 more. Remember, you can either be on your knee, on the bottom knee, or off the knee. And then lower everything down. Pause here for a moment. Press your left hand up. Let's stretch out that left side body. Your knees can be bent. Reach the right arm up, inhale, and then reach the right fingertips towards your right heel. And then switching sides, come to your right side, please. Knees can be bent. Right elbow down, right forearm presses down, right hand presses down. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, and then lift the hips up, extend that left leg out, inhale, and as you exhale, left knee to your left elbow and tap. Expand and bring it in and tap. Again, you can continue doing this on the knee, or you can straighten the right leg, the bottom leg. Bring the left knee to your elbow and tap, expand and in. Inhale, reach, pressing stronger to that right forearm, right hand, right forearm pressing down onto the floor. And 3 more, bring it in, expand, 2 more, in and expand. Last one, in and expand. Beautiful. Lower the hips down. You can bend the knees. Bring your right hand on the floor. Reach the left hand towards your left heel. And stretch out the right side. And then bring in both forearms down. So we're going to come to forearm plank pose. And I'm going to suggest that you bring your legs together. So come into Sphinx pose first. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Pressing your hand down, pressing your forearms down, the inner edges of your forearms. And then slowly begin to round the upper back. And then pull the belly and lift the knees off the ground. Your gaze would ideally be between your thumbs. So you don't want to drop the head down. Keep the gaze in between the thumbs. We're going to pause here as you strongly press your forearms and the base of all 10 fingers for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can do this 2 and 1, and then lift the hips up into dolphin pose. Walk your feet all the way towards your elbows and lift the sits bones up towards the ceiling. Nice deep inhalation and exhale. Bring the knees down to the floor. Come to tabletop pose. Inhaling, lift the chest up. Exhale, pull the belly and round the back. Take your hips all the way to your heels. Let's do this kind of wave-like motion again 2 more times. Inhaling, the chest lifts, the tailbone lifts. Exhaling, pull the belly and round the back. Take your hips all the way down. And 1 more time, please. Inhale, inhale. Really stretch through the front side body. And exhale, exhale, exhale. Take your hips all the way to your heels. This time, as you come up, come to your knees, please. Reach the arms up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold forward. But as you're folding forward, bring both hands on your back and bring your forehead down towards the floor. Inhale. Lift the chest up again. Reach arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale. As you begin to fold forward, bring your hands down towards your back. Now this time you're gonna turn your head to the left. Bringing the right side of your face down to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to your low back and bring the left cheek down to the floor. Take the gaze over to the right. So let's do this one more time. Inhaling, reach. Exhaling, hands come behind you, bring the forehead down to the floor. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, hands behind you, bring the right cheek down to the floor. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, hands come behind you, bring the left cheek down to the floor. And then this time as you reach up, pause here for a moment, extend that left leg out to the left. Bring that left hand to your left shin. Inhale, reach the right arm up. I'll turn around this way so you can see me. Right arm reaches up, and then exhale and fold towards the left. Pause here for a moment. Notice if you're folding forward or really creating back bend, can you instead just make it about a side stretch? So feel that stretch on the right side of your body. Reach the right fingertips towards your left foot. Inhale, and then coming all the way up, bring that left knee in. Extend the right leg out. Reach the left arm up, right hand comes next to you. Exhale and fold towards the right. So pause here for a moment, really feel that nice stretch on the left side. Make sure the shoulders, both shoulders, the bottom shoulder and the top shoulder are away from the ears, gate pose. Inhale, coming all the way back to the center. Bring the hands back down to the floor as you bring that right knee down. Inhaling, lift the chest up. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Spin your left foot flat, please, and come on up to your warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, open up your torso towards the long side of your mat to your warrior two. Turn the palms towards the front, and then imagine you have a little pencil in between your shoulder blades. Squeeze that pencil in between the shoulder blades so you let the back of the hands go towards the back wall. And then as you exhale, almost like a seal, bring your hands together. Again, inhaling, open the chest, reach back. Exhaling, bring the hands together and clap. Inhaling, reach back, keep that right knee bent. Exhale, bring the hands together and clap. This time, reach the hands above your head and then straighten that right knee. Inhale. And as you exhale, come into Utthita Trikonasana. Extend the triangle pose. Reach the right, fingertips away from your waist. You don't have to go really low. I want you to really just focus on lengthening both sides. So making both sides nice and long, reaching the arms overhead. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Exhale, warrior two, and then circle your hands down to the floor and step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, float the left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, come on up to your warrior one. Pause here for a moment. Lift the chest up, lift the shoulders up, press through the outside edge of that right foot, and then open up into your warrior two. Turn the palms to the front, to the side wall. Bend that left knee a little bit deeper. Take a nice deep breath in, squeeze that imaginary pencil between the shoulder blades, and then bring the hands together and clap. 2 more times. Inhale, open your arms out to the back, and exhale, hands come together and clap. Inhaling, squeeze that pencil in between the shoulder blades. Exhale and clap. Raise the arms overhead. Take a nice deep breath here, and then slowly begin to extend that left leg straight. And you're going to go to Utthita Trikonasana. Extend the triangle pose as you fold towards your left leg. Your hands can separate from each other. The most important thing is here, lengthening both side bodies. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, warrior two. And then circle your hands all the way down to the floor as you take your left leg back behind you, downward facing dog. Inhale here. As you exhale, Bend the knees deep. Walk, jump, or float your feet to your hands. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhale and fold forward. Bring your hands down to the floor. Bring your big toes together. Heels are an inch apart from each other. Bend the knees and reach the fingertips down behind you into airplane pose. Reach the right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. And then alternating side to side. Your gaze is down towards the floor, maybe about 2 feet ahead of you. So try not to look up, just alternating the arms side to side, right arm forward, left arm back, left arm forward, right arm back. Last one, right arm forward, left arm back, left arm forward, right arm back, and then bring both arms forward, keep the knees bent, lift the chest up into your chair pose. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, stand tall, bring your hands together, Samasthihi. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands down, step your left foot back, right foot back, come to plank pose and hold. Pause here for a moment. Swivel on the right to the right, towards the right. So you have the right hand and the right foot down. Your feet can be staggered, or you can bring that left foot on top of the right foot and reach the left arm up into Vashisthasana, side plank. As you pause here, take your left hand under your body, reach behind you towards the back wall, and then reach up again. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Remember, your feet can be staggered. It's a little bit easier to hold here. Inhaling and exhaling, and then bring the left hand down to the floor and swivel your feet over to the left. Either feet are staggered, or you can stack the right foot on top. Reach the right arm up. Inhale, shoulders are soft. Exhale, take that right arm under your body, reach towards the front. Inhale and expand the right arm up. Exhale and right arm under your body. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right arm under your body, and then bring the right hand down. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, come on up to warrior one. Exhale, open into warrior two. Turn the palms forward. Squeeze that pencil in between your shoulders. Bring the hands together and clap. Inhale, reach the arms up. Straighten the right knee, and then fold into triangle pose. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, warrior two. Right palm reaches up and back, stretch it back into exalted warrior. Exhale, circle your hands down to the floor, and this time you're just gonna step right into Vashisthasana. So plant your left hand down, heel toe your right foot to the left foot, reach the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, reach under your body. Inhaling up, exhaling, reach. Inhaling up, exhaling, reach, and then bring the hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, we're going to repeat everything on this side. Reach the arms up. Exhale, open into warrior two. Palms are facing forward. Squeeze that pencil in between the shoulders. Exhale, hands come together and clap. Reach the arms up, straighten the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana, fold towards your left leg. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhale, back into warrior two. Left palm up, reach back behind you. Exalted warrior. Inhale. Exhale, circle your hands down to the floor. Right hand, right foot. You're gonna heel toe that left foot towards the right foot. Either stack or stagger. Reach the left arm up. Vashisthasana. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, under your body. Inhaling, expand. Exhale, under the body. One more time. Inhaling, expand. Exhale, under the body. Bring the left hand down. downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here as you exhale. Come to top of the push-up, lower all the way down to the floor. Stack your hands, bring your forehead on top of your stacked hands. Bring your legs together, please, and press down through the top of your feet and press your pubic bone down. Take a nice deep inhale, lift the chest up and glue your hands to your forehead so your forehead and your hands are stuck together. Extend the left leg up, inhale, and lower everything down. Inhaling, lift the chest up, lift the right leg off the ground, and then exhale and lower everything down. Inhale, lift the chest up, and then lift the legs off the ground. Now pause here. Bring your elbows to your rib cage, and then extend the arms overhead. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the elbows to your rib cage, separate your legs, and then inhale, bring the legs together and reach forward. Inhale, bring the legs together. Separate the legs as you bring the elbows down, and then reaching forward one more time. Inhale, exhale, elbows to your rib cage, separate the legs, and then bring the hands down next to your body, bring the legs together and press up a little bit higher into a little bit of a higher cobra. Take a nice deep breath here, exhale and roll all the way back to child's pose. Walk and just pause here for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale it out. And come up to your tabletop pose, please. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way out to the side and thread the right arm under your body as you bring that right side of your face down to the floor. If you like to, you can take the left hand on your low back, or maybe you like to take the left hand to your right thigh. But make sure that the knees, there's equal weight on both knees, so you're not leaning onto the left side too much. So keep the weight equal on both sides. Just pause here. Let that right jaw melt down towards the floor. And you feel a nice stretch in the rhomboids between the shoulder blades. And then gently unwind, putting the left hand down, right hand down. Take the left arm out to the left. Keep your gaze down to your right fingertips and thread the left arm under your body as you bring the left side of your face down to the floor. Again, your right hand can either stay where it is, or you can bring the right hand to your low back, or maybe you can find the left thigh. And then as you close your eyes, let the jaws just completely melt, softening down towards your mat. Breathe into the thoracic spine. You want the weight to be equally distributed on both knees. And then coming all the way back up, please. Putting your hands down, knees down. Inhale, lift the chest up, tuck the toes under, and lift the hips up once again into your downward facing dog. Inhaling. Float the right leg all the way up. Exhale, bring the right knee to your chest, and then take that right knee and take it all the way down in between your hands. So we're going to come into pigeon prep. Again, this really is a wonderful pose, but I want you to kind of play with it and see what works in your body. Sometimes it helps to have that back knee bent. Sometimes you want to just extend that back leg. Sometimes if you want a little bit more, you can bring the right shin and make it parallel to the front of your mat. So any of those options would really help you get, the kind of stretch you need at the moment. Wherever you are though, I'm gonna ask you to really press that right knee down, and then press the right shin down and press the right ankle down. In fact, press the right ankle down so much so that the right outside edge of the right foot comes off the ground. That really keeps that right knee stable, so you don't feel the any kind of tweaking in that knee. Now, we're gonna stay here in a little bit of a back bend. I know it's lovely to come all the way down, but stay with me in a little bit of a back bend. So lift the chest up a little bit more. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale it out. If you've got your left foot, left leg straight, if you like to, you can bend that left knee, reach back behind you from the inside of your ankle, grab your left hand to the inside of the ankle, and then see if you can turn your torso to the front and stay here. Inhaling, so you're getting a great stretch in the front of that quad as well as that right hip. And especially if you've got your hand to your ankle, you feel a nice stretch in the left chest muscles to the left pectoralis. And then now release that foot all the way down. And then now we're going to come all the way down. So bring your elbows down to the floor, bring the forehead down. See if you can lower that left hip down towards the floor. If that back knee is not bent, see if you can lower the left hip down towards the floor. Breathe into that right hip. We collect so much stuff in our hips. Just sometimes it feels like we have these kind of knots in our hips. So really great pose to be able to stretch out those piriformis muscles in the hips. And then gently come on back up. Put your hands flat on your mat. Send that right leg back, downward facing dog. If you need to shake that leg out, please do. Do whatever you need to get some blood flow into that right hip. And then as you're ready, float the left leg all the way up and back. Exhale, bring the left knee to your chest as you step the left foot in between your hands. Same thing on this side. And notice that we're all asymmetrical on both sides. So one hip may be a little bit more open than the other hip. So play with it and see what works best for you. You can either bend that back knee and just stay here, lift the chest up. Maybe you want to straighten that back knee, but maybe you want to bring that left shin so it's parallel to the top of your mat. So really make the pose work for your body. It doesn't necessarily need to be exactly the way you see it on Yoga Journal or you see your teachers. So really it's about finding the pose in your body. And then we're gonna stay here in this with the back bend for just a moment, lifting the chest up. And being really at peace with whatever you're feeling. Press that left knee down, left shin down, outside edge of that left ankle down. And you might be able to invert that left foot, lifting the outside edge of the foot off the ground. That really keeps that knee capsule in a secure place. Inhale. And then if you want a little bit more is not always better, just more. Bend that right knee, reach back on the inside of that right foot. Then maybe you can press that shin away towards the back wall as you rotate the torso back towards the front of your mat. Nice deep inhalation and exhale. If you've got your ankle, you'll notice the stretch in the chest muscles on the right side. And then slowly release that leg down, and then we're all now going to come down either on the elbows. You can make soft fist and rest your forehead on top of your fist. And then now really just focus on stretching that left hip. So breathe into it just like you were breathing into your belly earlier as you're laying down on your back. Same kind of thing here. Can you breathe into that left hip? A lot of times our breath can find space. Just a simple act of breathing allows our body to know that we're safe and secure, and it can release and let go of tension so that the body is not hyper alert, looking for something, the next shoe to drop. And then gently go ahead and press yourself back up. Tuck your right toes under, send that left leg back, downward facing dog. You can move however you want to. You can either pedal your feet or shake the legs out, whatever works best for you. Just come into a nice down dog, inhaling, and then exhale. Walk your feet halfway up the mat and then sit into your balasana and come all the way down to the floor. So sitting on your back, let's go ahead and do a nice little seated twist first. So take that, bend that left knee, I'm gonna turn it around this way, bend that left knee, and then you're gonna just bring that right foot. Okay, so let's do this way first. So straighten that left knee, take that right foot and put it on the outside of that left leg. If your hips are both on the ground, so this is really important, that's why I changed it a little bit. If both sits bones are on the ground, you can then bend the bottom leg as well. The minute you feel like that right hip is lifting up, just go ahead and extend the left leg, okay? So if you can keep the right hip down and at the same time the right big toe down, you can bend both knees. Take your right hand next to you, reach the left arm up, inhale, and as you exhale, just hug that right knee in. So we're gonna come in, this is called Ardha Matsyendrasana. What I really want you to focus on is lifting the spine long and then twisting on the spine. So if I turn around this way, we don't want to be doing this. Also, we don't want to lean one way or another. Also, we don't want to lean back and forward. So the spine is long, and then you can either hook the fingertips and you can take your gaze over to the right. Just making sure that the spine is long. Inhale. With each inhalation, lift the spine, and as you exhale, you're twisting on your axis of your spine. And then gently unwind, and we're going to do that on the exact opposite side. So let's start with the left leg flat first. Or sorry, right leg, whichever side, yeah, right leg is flat, left leg outside the right leg. So first go here, make sure the sits bones are grounded, both of them. And then if they are, you can bend that right knee. And the minute you bend the right knee, you'll notice, oh, maybe the sits bone lifted up. Go ahead and straighten that right leg again, okay? So only bend the bottom leg if both sits bones can stay down. At the same time, really press strongly to the base of that left big toe. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, hug the left knee in. And same thing here. No, you don't want to round the back. You don't want to lean over to one side, forward and back. Make sure as you're sitting tall, spine is long, sits bones are grounded, and then you can hook your fingertips if you want to, and then look over the left shoulder. And as you look over the left shoulder, notice if you're lifting the chin, can you drop the chin down towards your shoulder, but lift from the top of your head. And then inhale and unwind, putting both feet flat on the floor. Reach forward, take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly begin to come all the way down to the floor. Bring the knees to your chest. Let's do one more happy baby pose and notice the difference in your hips from the beginning of the class to here. Maybe you have a little bit more space in those hips. Bring the soles of your feet together, interlace the fingers in the outside of your feet as you bring the heels close to your groin. Take a nice deep breath here. And as you exhale, you, my dear friends, you're ready for your final pose, Shavasana. So extend the legs straight on your mat. Turn the palms up. Close your eyes. Let the back of your neck be long. And feel the ground coming up and supporting your head, your shoulders, your buttocks, your calves, your heels. And now let your breath be completely natural. So you no longer need to control your breath in any way. As you rest here in this final pose, notice any sensations in your body. Maybe you feel a little bit more flow of blood or heat or temperature, different temperature as when you started the class. Just notice all these nuances, these tiny changes in the body before and after class. As you're ready, gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side on your back. Notice which nostril you're breathing out of a little bit easier. Roll over to that side and pause for a moment. And then with the strength in your top arm, press yourself to a comfortable seat, please. Sit tall, bringing your hands to your heart center. I'm going to invite you to bow down to yourself because you showed up on your mat today. No matter what was happening, you actually came to your mat and practiced. So I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.